We are just a few weeks away from being able to see a rare work by Pablo Picasso.
Well, for the first time, Picasso's Seated Woman in a Red Hat will go on display at the Evansville Museum of Arts, History, and Science. Museum members will get the first peek before the public event begins on June 26th.
The artwork was discovered in storage at the museum more than 10 years ago. Eyewitness News' Ann Powell has more.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's a beautiful piece, and I think it's just going to be fantastic.
The piece was donated to the museum in 1963 by a close friend of the museum director at the time. But the artist remained a mystery, and the piece stayed in storage until 2012, 49 years later.
A gallery in New York had received another one of these. They did some research, called us up and said, "Hey, are you aware that you have this glasswork by Picasso that not many people have, because nobody really knew that he was doing glasswork at any point in time?"
Museum officials got to work and spent the next 12 years researching and preparing the piece for display.
We have to get it appraised. We have to give it proper security. We have to store it somewhere safe. And then the journey to putting it on display, which we are finally at the end of.
The rare glasswork is one of 2 in the United States, and officials say Picasso only made 50 of them during his time in France in the 1950s. The museum says Picasso recreated a painting he did earlier in his career of his mistress.
I believe the original painting is actually owned by a woman in St. Louis. So bringing it back kind of close to home with its painted counterpart.
The piece will be displayed in a gallery showing a timeline of donated works. Explore Evansville says the exhibit puts the city in a unique position and will draw more tourists to the tri-state. Reporting in Evansville, Ann Powell, Eyewitness News.
And museum members will view the work by Picasso beginning at noon on June 23rd. It will also be on display for members on Monday the 24th and again on Tuesday the 25th.
And then on Wednesday the 26th, the mayor will cut the ribbon at 11, opening the exhibition to everyone. Also featured will be several prints and a ceramic work, also by Picasso.